Welcome back to Nicknames Week on Poker After Dark. I'm Leanne Tweeden. Heads up action begins now in our poker room. Two great players, two very good friends. Antonio, the Magician of Spondiari, and Phil, the Unabomber Lock. Let's get the cards in the air.
Heads up for $120,000 will test any friendship as the two neighborhood bullies got their wish, kicking Phil Hellmuth out of the party so they can settle their score.
Raise it 3,000 total.
Antonio putting his chip lead to work early, raising the first hand of heads up with 10-5 suited. Ace in the big blind for Phil Locke, who's reaching. And he'll re-raise to 11,450.
$1,450. 11,450.
11,450, right?
Ship 3,000 over to Phil Locke. This is a moment Antonio and Phil will no doubt want to frame and hang on their respective walls, which is why we've enlisted the services of our artist, Steve Spector, who's going to sketch the heads-up battle. Locke folding the small blind and button over to Antonio.
Good luck, Phil Locke.
Thank you, sir.
It's an honor to be here with one of the greats of the sport. You know, back when I first started playing, if they told me I'd be heads up with one of the greatest in the sport, I'd be a happy guy.
It's an honor to be here.
True story.
Why not, says Esfandiari with 8-3 off. He's in bad shape against 8-7 for Phil Locke.
First action.
Locke flops an open-ended straight draw. Air ball for Antonio. Both players check.
Check.
Locke checking a second time. And Antonio can't resist. He fires 4,400 and gets insta-raised. That's the end of that. Nice play from Phil Locke.
Can we have that hand repeat itself? Like,
What?
Can we just have that particular hand strength ratios be like the next 3 hands in a row? If we can do that, we can make short order of this mess. Why can't they all come like that?
For now, Phil Locke has equalized the chip stacks, each player with almost 60,000 exactly.
$5 more hundred, Phil.
Locke limp calls 2,600 more from Antonio with his 8-9 suited. Antonio with ace-5 suited. Pair of 9s for Phil Locke. Both players check the flop. Nut flush draw for Antonio on the turn. Locke makes 2 pair.
Total.
Phil betting 4,100. Antonio calls. He can't connect with the river and checks it. And Locke quickly fires again. Little over 10,000. Antonio folds, and Phil Locke has just taken the chip lead.
2 more like that.
The Unabomber off to a good start in heads-up play, but the job isn't done yet.